Pablo Escobar, a name that still echoes with fear, power, and legend. A man accused in over 600 murders, responsible for thousands of deaths, and the creator of one of the most powerful drug empires in history. He was a criminal to the government, a hero to the poor, and a nightmare to his enemies. Pablo Escobar, a boy who grew up in poverty, dreaming to be rich, but ended up becoming the most dangerous drug lord the world has ever seen. Today, we uncover the true story of the man who built an empire on cocaine, blood, and ambition. Welcome to Behind the Crime, the show that brings you real stories more thrilling than any movie, and teaches that crime may glitter at first, but its end is always destruction. Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria was born in 1949 in the small Colombian town of Rio Negro. His father was a farmer, and his mother, a schoolteacher. He grew up in poverty, but even as a child, he had one dream. I will be rich, no matter what it takes. He started with small crimes, stealing cars, selling fake lottery tickets, even robbing gravestones and selling them for money. But Pablo wanted more. He wanted power. He wanted control. And he found it in cocaine. In the late 1970s, cocaine was becoming the drug of the rich in America. Escobar saw the opportunity and formed the Medellin cartel, a massive network that controlled every step of the trade, from production to trafficking. Soon, the Medellin cartel supplied over 80% of the world's cocaine. At his peak, Escobar earned over $70 million per day. Every month, his men spent $2.5 million just on rubber bands to wrap stacks of cash. He built homes for the poor, hospitals for the sick, and soccer fields for children. For the people, he was Robin Hood. But for the government, he was the king of cocaine. Behind that generosity was a brutal truth. Anyone who stood against him died. Politicians, judges, journalists, he silenced them all. Escobar personally ordered over 3,000 killings, including assassinations, bombings, and kidnappings. In 1989, he bombed a commercial airplane just to kill one man, and in doing so, murdered over 100 innocent people. His power grew so vast that he entered politics. Escobar became a member of Colombia's Congress and even declared, "One day, I will be the president of Colombia." But soon, the truth of his drug empire came out, and the government turned against him. War began between Escobar and the state. He killed politicians, police, and even presidential candidates. Colombia fell into chaos, a war zone controlled by one man's greed. In 1991, under pressure, Escobar made a shocking deal with the government. He would surrender, but only if he could build his own prison. The government agreed. That prison was called La Catedral, a fortress built by Escobar himself. Inside, there were bars, a soccer field, luxury rooms, even a waterfall. It wasn't a prison, it was a palace. From there, Escobar continued running his drug empire. When the government discovered his deception and tried to move him to a real prison, Escobar escaped. He vanished, and a manhunt began, the biggest in Colombia's history. For 16 months, he was on the run. But on December 2nd, 1993, police finally found him hiding in a small house in Medellin. After a brief gunfight, Escobar was shot and killed on a rooftop. He was only 44 years old. When his body fell, so did his empire. But his name never died. To some, he remains a monster. To others, a legend. Pablo Escobar's story teaches us one powerful lesson. Money and power can buy anything, except peace and respect. He built an empire out of fear, but lost his family, his freedom, and his soul. He was not born a criminal. He became one through poverty, greed, and a society that failed him. If we want to stop new Escobars from rising, we must build a world of fairness, education, and opportunity. Because in the end, a criminal story is never a tale of glory. It's a warning to us all. This was today's episode of Behind the Crime. Subscribe for more true stories from the dark side of history. And remember, no matter how big the crime, truth is always bigger.